This is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first.
My name is Dean Olsen. If you were here, we don't have a grand applause.
Tonight, we celebrate EPW.
If you miss this match, you miss one hell of a fight.
The time is now.
The following contest is a singles match in the semi-final round of the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament, and it is set for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Perth, Western Australia, the suplex mummy, Edith Night.
Here we go. The date is the 22nd of August 2026. We are here at the point in Merriwa for explosive pro wrestling's Hell or High Water. The road to Re-Awakening is upon us, my people, and I hope you're ready for an amazing show of awesome West Australian pro wrestling. My name is Dean Olsen. Joining me on the call, as per usual, is Azazel Drake Wallace.
Olsen, so pumped to be here, mate. Championships on the line, some fresh faces, and the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament is really coming together as we have a semi-final here. The suplex mummy herself taking on
Her opponent.
he who shall not be named.
The Brazilian spectacle,
Bruno Nitro, a man who has done himself no favours in your book, Wally.
Don't tell me. I mean,
Oh, he's coming to give the trophy a big kiss. The Davis Storm Invitational Tournament trophy right there, the prize that is up for grabs in the longest running tournament in all of Australian pro wrestling. And of course, we are going to continue through this bracket here tonight of this prestigious tournament. Of course, in the first round of the Invitational Tournament 2026 on Evolution Night 1, Edith Night was successful in defeating Elijah Henry, whereas Bruno got the win over Julio Garcia.
yeah, really disappointing. I was actually really behind. Wow, I thought the lights went out, but it's Bruno Nitro.
It was just a bunch of Brunos on your screen.
This is electric entrance. As someone that's going around punching people in the dick, I have to give it some credit. The entrance video on music's pretty damn catchy.
I thought you were going to give him credit for punching you in
No,
the dick.
no credit for that. Zero.
Okay.
But yeah, I really wish that Julio had gone through. I had high hopes. We've seen a little bit of Julio in EPW. Hopefully we see a lot of him in the future. I feel like a very bright future for Garcia in explosive pro wrestling, but unfortunately that was not his night. Hopefully for all of us, this is not Bruno Nitro's night, and the suplex mummy can suplex Bruno Nitro out of his goddamn boots.
Well, we're going to find out momentarily when the bell is rung, as per the orders of referee Matthew Clark. I'm with you on Julio Garcia, though. Hope to see more of him in explosive pro wrestling in the future. Bruno Nitro, though, doing great work getting under people's skin. Of course, we've seen time and time again he's been a fan of the low blow, which you were on the receiving end of late last year. But also in the time between shows, between Evolution and Hell or High Water, he crashed the birthday party of Edith Night's child. Who the hell does that?
That's the type of guy that Bruno Nitro is, right?
He crashed the party. Bells rung, we're underway. He brought a present, which is a Bruno Nitro t-shirt, which father of the child and husband of Edith Night, Gavin McGavin, said maybe they could use it as a new nappy.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, and returned some baby food that he previously stole from them. So real stand-up guy is Bruno Nitro, as Edith Night now working to Hammerlock early on in this one. Stomp to the feet there as Nitro reverses the hold right in the center of this ring. It is an elimination tournament, my friends, so if you lose your match, you're out of the tournament. It is all or nothing.
Group rounds well and truly over. Everything on the line right now. Bruno Nitro took all of that 5 count and then locked the headlock on again. Suplex Mummy trying to get out of it, rolls through, snapmare off the ropes. Nitro gets out of the way smartly.
And whilst we've got a huge night of awesome EPW action here this evening, we'll have another semi-final Invitational Tournament 2026 later on tonight when Solomon Blackwell takes on Rogan Karguis. Excited for that one, excited for all the matches on the card. Edith Night now having a few choice words to Bruno Nitro, so don't seem too phased by the antics of Nitro either.
I mean, Suplex Mummy's been out of the game for a little while. We've seen her come back recently. So great to see Edith Night back in explosive pro wrestling, but has not lost any of the confidence. Edith Night, and straight back into it where she left off. Edith Night fighting out of it. That's the other arm up. Nitro. Oh, bridge from Edith Night. Nitro gets up. Edith Night tries to roll through. Yes, cover on Bruno Nitro's shoulder is up. Referee not counting it. Edith Night had to let go of the hold. Bruno Nitro's shoulder was down. Well, look at this. Nitro. Oh!
He went for the low blow.
Definitely doesn't. That'll work.
Nitro not going to win over any fans here this evening at the point in Merriwa, but I don't think he cares too much. We've seen a new side of Bruno Nitro since he turned his back on Davis Storm last year. Some deplorable work there by the man. Oh, there you go. Taste your own medicine, Nitro. Take that. Big scoop slam to go along with it. Edith Night drops the elbow right into the cold heart of Bruno Nitro. Seriously, who crashes a baby's birthday party? That's a line. Oh, nice vertical suplex there from the Suplex Mummy.
1, 2, no, kick out from Nitro. Suplex Mummy has to follow this up. First suplex of the night. She's got a few more. Oh, Nitro saw it coming. Scrambled away like the coward that he is.
She's going for a pump handle, perhaps a pump handle suplex.
Yeah. Pump handle suplex. My favourite's Taz back in the day. Maybe that's maybe a little bit of inspiration for the Suplex Mummy. Look at Nitro. I mean, this is... Get on with it, man.
It looks like he's more concerned with squirming his way out of the contest rather than winning it. And that's very fitting given what we've seen of him over the past several months in Explosive Pro Wrestling from Bruno Nitro. He's gonna go for the low blow, distract the referee, push referees away, basically cut every corner he can. You know he wants to win this tournament. He's not seriously gonna try and walk away. Surely not.
I mean, I don't know what if he thinks he's going to upset anyone. No one's upset that he's left.
Maybe he's calling Matthew Clark's bluff to see if he can counter him.
After a count of 4, he's gone. I mean,
he's going to show up somewhere else. Is he like teleported?
Almost certain we've never had
Here's Nitro.
In the Invitational Tournament before.
Oh no, you do not go there, you piece of trash. That is a child's prep. Please tell me there's not a child in there.
I don't think so. Oh, surely. Oh, thank God. I mean, you feel like even Nitro wouldn't sink that low, right?
Wouldn't he?
No. Oh!
That is a foul move. That is about as low as I've seen in this company. And I've been doing this for 19 bloody years, Wally.
Is there any depth that Nitro will not sink to?
I believe that right there is evidence that the answer is no.
Great Edith Night over the second rope. Rope across the throat. Edith Night struggling to get air into her lungs.
I mean, the air probably left her body when she saw Bruno Nitro coming out with her child's bloody pram, Wally. That is out of line.
Yeah, despicable. I mean, this is what the Invitational Tournament means, right? If you're someone like Nitro, willing to do anything possible to get the victory, to move on to the final. Again, foot across the throat and chest of Edith Night.
And Nitro's smiling. He's so proud of his work and what he's doing here.
The mustache really accentuates the smugness of his face.
It's a decent moment. Here we go now, putting Edith Night to work, knee in the spine, wrenching back on both arms and shoulders of the suplex mummy. Great ring positioning as well. Knight's to make her way to the rope. She's got a fair way to go, managing to battle her way out of it now.
Edith Night off the ropes, comes in. Bruno Nitro catches her and slams her down hard. Face first on the canvas. Bruno Nitro says that is it. All she wrote. But the suplex mummy kicks out before the count of 3. Referee going in to check if she's alright. She's willing to continue. Of course she is. When a chance in the final of the Davis Storm Invitational is on the line, kicking out again. Referee. Straight shot to the face, the eyes there, struggling to see. Bruno Nitro goes for that low blow. Referee can see all clear as day. Suplex mummy has Nitro up, floats off, forces her into the turnbuckle. Nitro runs in, and a huge clothesline in the corner from Nitro. With a little bit of extra sauce on that one.
Nitro, of course, is much of a pest as he is a threat. Getting Edith Night up the ropes right now. Referee Matthew Clark keeping a keen eye on her. I think he's well aware of Bruno Nitro's devious deeds and what he'll try and do at any turn should he get the wiggle room. Edith Night now looks like she wants to do a superplex, and there you go! Down goes Nitro with every bit of strength that Knight has. You love to see it. Bruno Nitro in pain.
And trying to get Edith Night to her feet, willing her with all of the energy that they have. Both competitors get to their feet. Edith Night shrugs it off. Forearms to the face, blocks one from Nitro, hits him with a third. Ducks the clothesline off the ropes, ducks the chop, ducks the second clothesline, and a nice German suplex from the suplex mummy. Forces Nitro into the corner, clothesline of her own.
Waist lock by Knight now. Looks like she's going for another suplex. Nitro returns fire with a snapmare. Off the ropes he comes, ducking the kick with Knight. Beautiful precision. Goes for another German suplex, this time with a bridge too, and about half a second away from moving through to the finals of the 2026 Davis Storm Invitational Tournament.
Unbelievably close on that one.
In the year that we celebrate 25 years of explosive pro wrestling, this Invitational Tournament means so much to so many within this company, and Nitro floats through with a kick to Edith Night. He's lining out, looking to kick a goal. Oh! Gets it, finds the mark, scores the goal, but will he score the count of 3?
Smart by Nitro, drags her further into the center of the ring. But Edith Night able to kick out again just before the count of 3. Unbelievably close competition here by 2 of the toughest competitors. Referee trekking on Edith Night from that big boot from Nitro. What has he got on the... What the blood?
He's got a toy baby.
I have a feeling that's not going to confuse.
I have a feeling this is in terrible taste.
What is it going to do?
Why are you toying with a mother like that? That is just horrendous.
Not like that. Oh, thank God. Edith Night did not deserve to go out of this tournament like that. The dastardly... Oh! Whoa. That's not going to work.
Went for the low blow, but Edith Night
Nobody
letting
home,
Nitro
as they
know that's
say.
nobody home. Meanwhile, Matthew Clark telling our EPW staff to hold to that doll so he can play with it later. Here we go now. Pump handle, suplex by the suplex mummy. Is it going to be enough for the 3? It is! Edith Night goes to the finals!
Here is your winner, Edith Night!
What a fantastic victory for the suplex mummy. Unbelievable scenes here. Bruno Nitro tried everything under the sun, every dastardly tactic you could think of, but could not get the job done. And Edith Night advances to the final of the Invitational Tournament at Re-Awakening.
Look, I know he's up here somewhere. He's outside. Cool. Hey, Bruno.
What?
I know you just lost the Davis Storm Invitational semi-final against Edith Night, but people want to know how you're feeling.
I want to talk about it, John.
What's next for Bruno Nitros?
What's next? I don't know what is next, George. Get that.
The following contest is a singles match set for 1 fall. Introducing first. Hailing from Perth, Western Australia, standing 5 foot tall, this is Sage!
Sage, of course, we've seen here before. She was in an amazing matchup where Dustin Connors threw out an open challenge to a bunch of rookies, if you remember, and Sage was one that answered the challenge. Came so close to upsetting the then Coastal Champion.
Representing DNT, the star goddess of the night, Stella Nyx.
Well, you see it like I see Olsen. Absent are the fellow members of DNT, Chris Target and the Don. Nowhere to be seen. Stella Nyx, I'm not sure if it was her request, maybe wanted to face Sage all on her own to prove herself in the eyes of the fans that she can do it with or without DNT.
Well, it's interesting you should say that, Wally, because while Sage may be only in her 2nd match on a big show here at Merriwa for EPW, Stella Nyx is no stranger to this ring, this massive arena, as well as the big lights and bright stage. Bell has been rung. Female singles action here with a female referee as well. Could be a first here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. Stella Nyx and Sage now reverses the wrist lock. Oh, kick to the spine of Sage. Stella Nyx says, this is my house. Bit of territoriality going on here, well, you think?
Well, Stella Nyx, clearly the veteran in this match, has been around Explosive Pro Wrestling for nearly close on a decade now, putting in the hard work, and it's great to see her able to flex her muscles on on the main card. Sage playing a bit of mind games with the queen of mind games in Stella Nyx.
We haven't seen a great deal of Sage here, but she's been working hard at the EPW shows with wins over Ricari, Fani, Jackson Swan as well, who was a part of that awesome Coastal Championship matchup. Although back in all pink is the new black. Nice work there by Sage. Seems fearless in what we can see. Not fearing Stella Nyx at all, charging in with a big clothesline to the corner there. Like we said, oh, wow.
Huge clothesline from Sage. Takes Nyx off her feet, but Nyx still able to kick out at a count of 2.
That's right, referee Darcy J. Keeping a keen eye on the action inside the squared circle here tonight at Merriwa. Sage calling a shot. Nyx, though, hasn't scouted. Rolls her up. Some great veteran instincts there by Stella Nyx. What's happening with DNT is anyone's guess at the moment. There's been a lot of dissension in the ranks of that team.
Doesn't seem like it's affecting Stella Nyx at all. She has this. Sage moves out the way there, knee first on the canvas. Sage gets her up into a fireman's carry. Nyx fights through.
Oh, go for a reverse DDT maybe. Oh, even better! Sage gets a shoulder up though. Fast-paced action, whoa, hey, Wally, we've got Chris Target out here. King of the Carnies.
I mean, Stella Nyx is saying exactly what I'm thinking, which is she doesn't need Chris Target here. In fact, he's caused the distraction, and Sage with a nice fisherman's suplex there.
And a bridge to go along with it. Had it down for the count of 3. Darcy Jade is preoccupied with Chris Target. Get involved.
Sage getting in the face of Target here.
Telling him to vamoose.
Roll up from Sage. Could it be the distraction from Target? I mean, Stella Nyx had this one. Like, Sage put an incredible effort, but this was Stella Nyx's victory until Chris Target decided to put his big bald head into the mix. And what's he got to say here?
I got no idea, but a great victory for Sage. That is one for the books there.
You really do need my help, but I'm not here for you. Where is he? Huh? I've looked for him all night. Where is he? Where's the Don?
Well, ask and you shall receive. Says he hasn't seen him all night. Well, if the music is anything to go by, the man is here. Where is he?
Also notice that isn't the D&T theme.
No. Unbelievable scenes here. The Don is here.
Look at the look on his face as well.
Furious. Oh no!
Target just pushed Stella Nyx into the Don. These guys used to be a team, and a hell of a team at that. What are we seeing here?
Well, it's all combusted. All 3 members not on the same page at all. Target forcing Stella Nyx into the Don, who's knocked her off her feet. She's on the outside. And
neither men are concerned about that right now. Don is laser focused on Target. Target is a little bit more focused on getting out of there.
What a smile on his face, though. There's no care in the world for anyone.
Finally, I find you, you scumbag. We started D&T together out of mutual respect. And we brought Stella Nyx in to bring that next level. And we went straight to the Tag Team Championships. And then I took us to the main event of the biggest show that EPW had ever seen. And then we get to Evolution. And you question. We get to Evolution and the whole time, you question my loyalty. You question whether I have your back. You're damn right. You might have taken us to the biggest show, but when I needed you most, when my back got broken through a ladder and I needed you, she knew her role. I knew my role to win. The only person in DNT that didn't know their role was you. win any means necessary, and somewhere along the way, you lost yourself. You lost that killer instinct you need to be in this business. You quit. You quit on her, you quit on me, you quit on D and T. I quit. You're saying I quit DNT. You quit DNT the moment you kicked me in the face. You quit DNT the moment you broke a ladder across my back. I tell you what, Target. I tell you what. It's Re-Awakening season, baby. Re-Awakening is going to be Chris Target against the Don, Michael Morleone, in an I Quit match.
Oh, yes! That's one way to settle this one. Challenge has been laid out to the king of the carnies.
Sign me up for that.
Now, are you in, or are you a pussy?
Strong words from the Don. What's your answer, Target?
You think I'm a pussy? I'm the king of the carnies. And at Re-Awakening, I'm gonna make you scream, I quit. Oh, Target. At Re-Awakening, you are going to sit there and scream deep into this microphone, I quit, and you are gonna regret the day that you ever messed with the Don.
Don getting the last word here tonight. But we are locked and loaded for Re-Awakening 25 I Quit match.
Let's go. Let's do it now, Mean D.
Buddy, I mean, the Don looks like he's ready to go.
Stella Nyx in between the two former members of D&T. I wonder where her allegiance will lie come Re-Awakening.
Great point there, Wally. I guess time will tell. Stella Nyx, though, did not get a win here this evening. That honor goes to Sage. But we already have a match booked for Re-Awakening 25, and I cannot wait.
You know, I've been wrestling for about 5 years now. Johnny, how about you?
I've also been wrestling myself for 5 years.
Now, let me do the math. Carry 10 years we've been around. And in that 10 years, Johnny, how many Re-Awakening matches have we had?
We've had 0 Re-Awakening matches, but I feel like this year we've picked up momentum and we are on the road to Re-Awakening for a match.
And the road to Re-Awakening goes through Hell or High Water. It's simply the best. No Ox, just Dagger and Jay Taylor. Well, boys, I bet you're thinking, Goons Worldwide, this bit walk in the park, walk in the street, perhaps. But you know what, boys? We like to walk too. We like to walk hard. And this weekend, Hell or High Water, we're going to walk ourselves right into a match at Re-Awakening.
Well, Goon Awakening.
Walk hard!
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first. They are the greatest tag team of all time, accompanied to the ring by Maddie the Offspring,
Simply the best, with the iteration of Jay Taylor and Adonis Matthews, of course. We've got Matty Riggs out here as well, still working through that leg injury.
Surely not too far away, though.
Well, it's still in a brace, and he's on one crutch. He navigated those stairs pretty impressively, though. Of course, Donis Matthews, Dagger, if you will, the current ESPW Pride champion. These two were a part of that tag team ladder match for the #1 contendership of the EPW Tag Team Championships at Evolution Night 1, and they put on a hell of a show. Of course, Dagger himself with, well, a piece of highlight material that none of us will soon forget.
Unreal. The athleticism shown by all men in that match was incredible. When he skinned the cat on the ladder, Olsen, I've never seen anything like it. Unfortunately, didn't pick up the victory that night, but they are here to rectify that in serious fashion and put their name right back in the hunt for the EPW Tag Team Championships.
Oh, Wally, do you know what time it is?
I think I do, but I never know what to say.
It's Gooning time!
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Olsen. What time is it, buddy?
It's Gooning time!
Jesus. I don't know, are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
Of course we are. They're gearing up. Did you see their promo?
Of course!
Johnny said he's been doing this for 5 years. Tommy said he's been doing this for 5 years. So for 10 years, they've been doing this and never been on Re-Awakening.
That's how maths works. 5 plus 5 equals 10.
Look, it's how I was taught maths in the lower grade maths classes at Balga High. But they've said that they want to get the win here tonight and book themselves on the card for the biggest show of the year, Goon Awakening.
Oh, I love it. I do love that. Put that on a shirt. Yeah. Goon Awakening.
Goon Awakening. Oh, and the hat goes into the crowd. The fans love it. Fans love to goon. All right. Like we said earlier on in the show, because we are on the way to Re-Awakening, everyone's victories are so damn important. Dutch Brothers have had a very eventful 2026, doing big things not only at the ESPW shows, but also here at Merriwa at the EPW shows. Of course, simply the best made their way to the top of the tag ranks for that #1 contendership. That was won by the Pulse, who are getting their opportunity to become tag team champions if they can topple the current champs, the Untouchables, in the main event of this very show. But we have a lot of hungry teams waiting in the wings. These two are going to go at it and try and get themselves just one step closer to an opportunity for those beautiful EPW Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, I mean, the Dutch Brothers, the Goons Worldwide, they've been on a real tear, and obviously we know what happened with Simply the Best at Evolution, but if the Dutch Brothers can get the victory here tonight, surely that would impress EPW management no end, and they would state their claim to be #1 contenders for those championships, no matter who holds them at the end of tonight. I think it's the gooning that just puts me off. Does gooning put you off?
I'm not going to answer that. The Dutch Brothers, though, have been around in EPW a long time. Like I said, they did the math.
10 years.
I would say that they've started to take things seriously, but I think they're taking things less seriously now, and it's paying off.
Sometimes that works. I don't know. Maybe when you relax.
It's reverse psychology, right?
But could it be, and correct me if I'm wrong, but could it be maybe that they're trying really hard at the gym, they're getting in the reps, and using a little bit of this charisma, this character, to maybe put their opponents off their game, and that's what's working for them. Maybe they are taking it seriously, and this is just a front. Gooning is a front. And they're really serious professional wrestlers underneath all of that gooning. What do you reckon?
I don't believe it for a second. Tag made now to Jay Taylor, a man who has been to the top of the tag team ranks on a number of occasions in the past here over the illustrious 25 years of explosive pro wrestling. Going for a double suplex now, but no. Tommy Darks safely looks out for his brother, the Black Mamba.
Atomic drop, reverse atomic drop from the Dutch Brothers. Oh,
there you go.
Drop kick. Adonis outside of the ring.
What's better than gooning is gooning together.
I'll take your word for it. Speaking about gooning together, this crowd's gooning together.
Big
Everyone's
fan.
gooning at once.
Yeah, there's a lot of Goon fans in the building here tonight.
A group goon, they might say.
Meanwhile, Matty Riggs having some words to Dagger and Jay on the outside.
What's a group of gooners called? You know, like there's a murder of ravens and a flock of seagulls. What's a group of gooners called?
We'll have to look that up on someone else's search history and let you know.
Put that in ChatGPT.
I would rather not. Ducks now launches in with a hard shot to the Prince of Perth. Tommy Ducks now.
Tagged himself in smart play.
Big scoop slam. Jay Taylor down and here he goes. Back senton.
Great tag team cohesion here from Goons Worldwide. Cover, but Jay Taylor kicking out at a count of 1. Taking, obviously, the most experienced man in the match, Jay Taylor, but taking him away from the more powerful man in Adonis. But Jay Taylor fighting back here and tags Adonis in. And that is not something that Tommy Ducks wants to hear as Adonis misses with the elbow drop.
Thomas Matthews, Dagger, the current EPW Pride champion, a man whose future is so bright it is damn near blinding. Still has to make a few tweaks on a few things many are saying, but surely won't be far off at all. Crucifix roll up by Ducks. Close, but only a 2 counts as referee Darcy Jade. Nice deep arm drag, holds onto the arm as well. The Ducks doing some great work here. Oh, that's disgusting.
Virus is going around at the moment.
Even if it's not, it's just disgusting.
You can't be doing that.
Oh, and he can't be doing that. Matty Riggs grabbing the leg of Ducks as he was coming off the ropes.
Referee did not see that one bit. And simply the best have their opponents exactly where they want them now. Game is being played on their home turf. Playbook. Tommy Ducks is taking the full force of it. Smacked it across the chest from Jay Taylor. Referee up to a count of 4. Jay Taylor gets back in and continues the offense. The veteran instincts of Jay Taylor to continue the violence against his opponent, not giving him a chance to breathe, to recuperate.
Simply the best, been doing some good work here this year in Explosive Pro Wrestling. Of course, Jay Taylor joining up with both Adonis and Riggs. But after the unfortunate injury, Jay Taylor has started tagging with Dagger. I think it definitely helps having someone who's been a tag team champion before and also a former Invitational Tournament winner as well. Someone who's got more experience than all the competitors combined.
Cover by Taylor. Ducks kicks out again at a count of 2. Jay Taylor just getting in his face. Drops the knee straight across the jaw. Ducks clutching his face there. Great shot from Jay Taylor. Taking some time to pose.
Whilst he's standing on the hands of Ducks, mind you.
Better not take too much time.
He's going for a photo opportunity. We've got Pix Photography in their house. Going to get some photos from Pix Photography. Everyone wants their photos taken.
Especially when you're a prince, right?
Well, yeah, you've got to, put them on the socials. Look good.
I mean, you talk about people who've seen it all and done it all in Explosive Pro Wrestling and professional wrestling. Jay Taylor is at the top of that list. Absolutely been in there with everyone and anyone that's been in the business that's come through Perth and has hung with the best of them. Claimed championships all around. And yes, that experience that he could be passing on to the 2 other members of Simply the Best is going to be immeasurable as Tommy Ducks fighting back against Simply the Best. But Adonis catches him as he goes for that tag. Should have kept himself in between. The Ducks brothers are able to force him back into his corner. Tommy Ducks fights out and gets it. There it is.
Here we go, the Black Mamba now, the legal competitor of Goons Worldwide. Getting pumped up for a Goon. Calls for a big one. Jay Taylor, though. Oh, miscommunication there.
The three-time goon. I didn't even know you could goon 3 times in one day. That's incredible.
Double goon. Ducks the clothesline. What's he go? What? Are you kidding me? Where has this come from?
Goons Worldwide on an absolute tear here.
Double underhook. DDT there.
Drops Adonis right on the back of his head. Thought he was out, but still instinctually kicking out. Referee checking on him. Adonis able to continue. Ducks brothers both get in the ring. I believe Tommy Ducks is the legal man.
Oh, Matty Riggs on the outside ring apron with a distraction.
Desperation distraction from Riggs there. On one leg.
Adonis with a slide tag there to Jay Taylor. Ducks rolls him up, but he's not the legal man. Kick to the side of the face from Jay Taylor. Hooks both legs. That's it. How about that? The match looked like it was all for the gooning. And then at the end, at the last possible moment, Jay Taylor just sneaks in and takes it all away. Maybe we're not gonna get a Goon Awakening.
That is sad. I still want the t-shirt though. Print the shirt.
That's true. I'll still buy a t-shirt.
Maybe we can cross our fingers for a Goon Awakening.
Okay, we can still hope. But simply the best get the win. And I'm sure the bookers are taking note of this when it comes time to plan the card for Re-Awakening 25, which will be taking place on October the 10th.
You taught me, don't be bitter, be better. So let's talk about the part where I'm meant to be better. 16 wins, 3 losses, that record should speak for itself. I've beaten 3 former EPW champions, one of which I beat 3 times, and I'm the last person to beat David Storm one-on-one, yet in 4 years, I have never been given an opportunity at an EPW championship. But don't be bitter, be better? Well, forgive me if I'm starting to feel a little bitter, but I'm not delusional. There's no conspiracy against me. The truth is hiding in plain sight. Question is, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Because EPW has a problem, and either you fix it, or I become the solution.
The following contest is a no disqualification singles match, and it is for the EPW Coastal Championship. Set for 1 fall.
It is time for our first championship matchup of the evening, Wally. The EPW Coastal Championship is going to be on the line, and it is in a no disqualification matchup. Anything can happen. Waving and smiling in such a heartwarming way as only he can do it is Dan Moore. The man who was the rightful winner of the Buckle Up Battle Royal to become #1 contender for the Coastal Championship. But Axxton stole that Rumble win away from him and then went on to Night 2 of Evolution and won the Coastal Championship off Jesse Lambert. comes the new explosive pro wrestling coastal champion. Like we said, he took out Jesse Lambert for that prestigious, beautiful blue championship at night 2 here at Merriwa for Evolution. Night 1 we had the Buckle Up Battle Royal. Dan Moore eliminated Axxton. Axxton snuck his way back into the ring and he eliminated Dan Moore, getting himself that #1 contendership. And well, it's only fitting that Dan Moore gets the first shot at the championship. He did a video.
I did see that. He called him out.
He did. It was at the end of an ESPW show.
That's a brave man to call out someone like that.
Introducing first, the challenger. Standing at 6'3", weighing in at 190 pounds, he's clean shaven, always behaving. He's a nice guy. Dan the Man Moore. Introducing the champion. Weighing in at 300 pounds, standing at 6'4", he's the Ultra, the Unforgiven. He is your reigning and defending EPW Coastal Champion, Bulletproof Axxton!
Oh, Dan Moore! Here's a wrench, and he's going straight to work on the new Coastal Champion.
Not mucking around.
Whoa.
Clubbing shot with the Coastal Championship from Dan Moore.
Call him a nice guy, but he has come out here not to play nice. It's a no disqualification matchup.
He knew what he was signing up for and took every advantage. He's a nice guy, but he's not stupid. Oh, nice drop kick from Dan Moore. He knows it's going to take everything that he can possibly throw at Axxton, including, no doubt, the kitchen sink to defeat him and become the Coastal Champion himself.
At the end of our last ESPW show at the EPW School of Pro Wrestling, he pointed out that he was screwed out of that shot. Ooh. And called out Axxton for this match, who just got a broom bent over his back. Oh, nice DDT there by Dan Moore. This man has been around in explosive pro wrestling since 2007. He's a former 3-time tag team champion, veteran of the sport. Axxton debuted back in 2018. Whoa! Whilst Dan Moore has the experience edge, the strength advantage goes to Axxton, as he does when he faces, I'm pretty sure, anyone on planet Earth.
It must have been like hitting a brick wall for Dan Moore there. He tried to close like Axxton, and you feel like all of the good work that Dan Moore has just put in has come undone with one clubbing clothesline from Axxton, who has forced Dan Moore on the outside.
All right, now it's a no disqualification match, my friends. There'll be no counts happening on the outside of the ring. What we've seen so far. Belt shots to the face, wrenches to the ribs, brooms to the back. You can do any of that of your choosing. It'll make no difference in the result of the match. You need to put your opponent's shoulders down for the count of 3 to get the win, and in doing so will be the EPW Coastal Champion, as Axxton is manhandling Dan Moore, plants him down on the outside ring apron. That is going to do some horrid things to the spine of the nice guy.
I mean, I understand why Dan Moore requested it be no DQ. I think he realized that maybe one-on-one in a straightforward wrestling match, he wouldn't be able to defeat Axxton, wouldn't be able to outmaneuver him, outmuscle him. So he thought no DQ. Oh, I thought he would have murdered Dan Moore. Oh, huge shot with a chain across the face of Axxton. I thought Axxton was going to go flying. He would have killed everyone in that front row.
Yeah, probably would have wiped out half of the building with the 300-pounder if he did a suicide dive to the outside. But Dan Moore with a chain.
I mean, this is what he needs to do.
He's pulling weapons from everywhere, this guy.
It's smart. This is the great play from Danmore. He just needs to stay on him, though, because as soon as Axxton gets that chain in his hands, Danmore is a dead man. But this no DQ stipulation right now is working in Danmore's favour. He's got to use all of these weapons at his disposal. God knows what else he's put under the ring.
We've seen in the 19 years of Danmore, his career, he's wrapping up the wrist of Axxton with that chain. We've seen him in a wide variety of different matches. This man was in tag team tables matches, he's been in bright dens, he's been in all sorts of stuff. He's no stranger to this environment, even though it looks very strange for the nice guy to be using weapons like this. But look what he's doing, he's great innovation here. He's wrapped up the wrist of Axxton and is wrenching it behind his back with his foot in the shoulder. This is some genius work.
Wrap it around his throat, trying to suck the air out of him, but Axxton just muscles up Danmore, got him on his back, and this is no good for Danmore as Axxton charges him into the corner. That chain still wrapped around the wrist of Axxton, almost like we've got a makeshift chain match here.
Oh, Danmore just wrapped the chain around the ring rope, managed to put a stop to Axxton building up some extra momentum. Now he's stuck.
He's trapped him in the corner.
There's a bit of brains to your no DQ match up there, Wally.
Yeah, not two things I often put in the same sentence. I definitely didn't use my brains in any no DQ match back in the day.
And many other aspects of your life. But then again, Danmore, he's a nice guy, but he's also a smart guy.
He's really thought this through, Danmore. He has come up with a full-fledged game plan coming into this match. And had to be, otherwise it was going to be over quick smart as he hits a nice drop kick in the corner, and Axxton down to a knee here.
Well, Danmore was not only cheated out of the chance to become number one contender for the Coastal Champion, but Axxton also took the championship away from one of his best friends and protege in Jesse Lambert, who is not here this evening. Axxton now going to try and power back with this chain that's wrapped around his wrist.
I mean, good on Danmore, holding his own in a test of strength with Axxton. Drags him even closer, and Axxton is really stuck on that rope there.
It's almost like a bullfight, trying to battle with a gigantic feral animal.
Felt like it was only going to last so long, and a clubbing blow followed up by a second and third, fourth, fifth from Axxton, chopping away at Danmore. Oh, sticking the boot into the back of the neck,
putting all his 300 pounds upon it. Okay, apparently
referee checked on Danmore.
He's not going to quit, he's not going to give up. There's no disqualification. Axxton wrapping that chain around his arm. He's got something in mind.
No! Jesus. With the chain wrapped around his wrist, took Danmore off his feet, and that is all she wrote. Wow! Unbelievable. I thought that was it. Danmore took that chain to the face with that clubbing arm clothesline from Axxton, but still able to kick out. We've obviously never questioned the intestinal fortitude of Danmore.
But the strength of his throat that is cocking that chair, all of Axxton's weight behind it. Setting up that steel chair now, who knows what this diabolical human being has in mind. We've seen him lay waste to many people since showing up here at Explosive Pro Wrestling earlier on in the year.
Maybe Axxton's coming with a bit of a game plan of his own.
I thought it was like a bag of fast food or something.
That would be if I was in a match. Axxton doesn't have fast food on the mind. He's got pain, destruction, and violence, as we almost could predict. The thumbtacks are out.
You know what, the one time we assume it's thumbtacks, it's going to be something else.
That's true. It was Lego once, but almost always thumbtacks.
It was also once Skittles, but we don't talk about the war.
Sure don't.
Danmore was part of it.
I bet he wishes it was Skittles now.
Dan Moore battling out of it. Nicely done by Moore. Axxton's rear end is so close. Oh! Just got sat down on that chair with the thumbtacks. His butt's now a pincushion, Wally.
Doesn't have to go to a doctor for a proctology report.
Come on, man. You didn't have to go there. I know it was the easy joke to make, Wally, but come on. Got a couple of steel bins here. They don't even fit across their shoulders. The massive shoulders of Axxton.
With thumbtacks in his buttocks. Oh, my goodness. And a trash can over the face. Axxton goes down. That's one way to make it fit, Olsen.
Hey, look, you've got to improvise sometimes. Dan Moore knows this. He's grabbing the bag full of thumbtacks. They're already littered across the ring. Looks like Dan Moore's got something else he wants to do with it. Referee Matthew Clark is talking to him, probably advising him against doing this because it never ends well for anyone involved. But hey, no DQ match, in for a penny, in for a pound.
I feel like he knew what he was saying right there.
Axxton's got him in his cheeks. Where are they going to go next? Oh! Another hard steel bin lid shot there.
You ever had thumbtacks in your body, Olsen?
I've got like piercings and stuff, but that's about it.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, no. This is very, very bad.
Dan, get out of there.
Oh, God! Power slam by Axxton into the thumbtacks goes Dan Moore. Oh, and Axxton's plucking thumbtacks out of his hand after that power slam. Dan Moore definitely got the worst of it, though. Look at the nice guy's face. Grimacing in agony as his back is now littered.
Yeah, look how deep they are.
With the metal thumbtacks. I hope he's...
It's as painful as you think it is.
I can imagine. It's not something I wish to experience in my lifetime.
The worst part is you're picking them out for days and days afterwards.
And I'm sure that doesn't feel any better.
No. And not only the thumbtacks, but that massive power slam from Axxton, almost crushing the ribs of Dan Moore. What the hell does Axxton have in mind? He's setting up the trash can.
Another one of those steel bins lined up in the center of the ring. A ring that is littered with chains and thumbtacks and chairs.
He's just a violent man, is Axxton. Enjoying the punishment that he's dishing out on Dan Moore. And now maybe Dan Moore might regret calling out Axxton in this no DQ match. I understand he felt like he was hard done by, felt like he should have been the #1 contender for the Coastal Championship.
Well, he eliminated Axxton, that's the thing. And injustice was done, Wally.
I feel like another one's going to be done right now.
Oh my goodness! Dan Moore just launched Axxton across the bloody ring into the steel trash can and thumbtacks. My goodness!
Oh, could it be Untouchables?
Axxton somehow, some way got the shoulder up.
Axxton rolling around in those thumbtacks.
He's still got him in his butt.
Oh yeah.
Now he's got him in his back, in his arms. Crowd says this is awesome. I'm sure it doesn't feel awesome if your name is Axxton, but the Coastal Championship still hangs in the balance. Don't forget that there is a title on the line here tonight. It's Hell or High Water, and this is a show, Wally, that has a big, long history of violence. We've seen some of the bloodiest brawls and some of the craziest carnage at this show throughout the 25-year history of explosive pro wrestling. And I'm pretty sure Dan Moore's well aware as he's got two chairs set up facing each other, but he says no, not just yet. Here's something else in mind. What that is, we're about to find out, but I'm sure it's not good for either competitor. Matthew Clark checking on the well-being of Axxton, this gigantic bruiser of a man, your current coastal. What in the hell is that?
Is that what I think it is?
I think it might be. What is that even doing under the ring?
Moore had a game plan, but this...
He has a board of mouse traps.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, no.
Axxton choking the life out of Danmore, pushing him into those thumbtacks back first.
The hands of Axxton are a bad enough weapon themselves, let alone the thumbtacks.
He might be just choking the life out of him here, Olsen.
We might not even see the board of mouse traps get involved in this matchup. The arm has gone down for one, twice more, and the champion retains.
He's out. Axxton has sucked the absolute life out of Danmore here. And in devastating circumstances, no!
Still signs of life in Dan Moore. Oh! He's just thrown Axxton onto those mouse traps.
Either or, they're hanging off the back of Axxton. But he's just been enraged. The pain coursing through his body. Thumbtacks, mouse traps, trash cans, and Axxton is pissed off. And he's about to put Danmore through the chairs. No, drags him into the center of the ring. Thumbtacks and all. 1, 2, 3, and unbelievably devastating. Axxton is the champion.
EPW Coastal Champion,
What unbelievable violence we just saw, Olsen. You said it, hell or high water always brings the violence, always brings the carnage, and this was exactly as promised. Dan Moore might regret his decision to call out Axxton. I appreciate his chutzpah to do so, but let this be a lesson for everyone in the back. Do not get in the way of that man, because you will be left laying in a pile of carnage at the hands of the Coastal Champion, Axxton.
That's right, we saw chairs, trash cans, chains, thumbtacks, and mouse traps aplenty. But the champion retains, and since it's Re-Awakening season, who's going to be able to take this championship away from Axxton? Of course, at Explosive Pro Wrestling's Evolution, we saw this man defeat James Hartness for the Explosive Pro Wrestling Championship, a title that he held for over a year. But it wasn't until he stepped foot in the ring with this man that he lost the championship that he held so close.
Yeah, it really came to a disappointing end for Hartness. You felt like he was going to hold on to that title forever. Just an incredible champion, took on all comers. Some of the biggest, most violent, most action-packed matches we've ever seen for the EPW Championship.
Also, since Hartness won the title, he's a fighting champion, taking on everyone. First show since winning the championship, we have a Mikey Broderick Championship celebration.
Yeah, really telling, isn't it? I mean, I'm excited for it, don't get me wrong. I mean, it could be fun.
I'm sure it's going to be a great time, and I'm sure he's got plenty to say that these fans in attendance are going to love.
He's a big Canberra boy. I'm sure he's got to say something about Canberra. He hates Perth. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Here we go.
The House of Hardness is dead. And long live your new king! Welcome to Mikey Broderick's Canberra celebration. You're probably asking yourself, what's with the ribbon? What's with the ribbon, Mikey? Well, this is a celebration. This is the start of a new era. A new era. The era of the top shelf champion. The official day that EPW becomes Mikey's house. My ears may be a little blocked from that flight, so I'm assuming you're saying top shelf winner. Now, I've got some golden scissors. Get your cameras ready. I'm sure you've got all lucky at 3210 being so backwards in this state. I'm ready to cut it, everyone. I'm about to cut it.
Hey, cut the ribbon.
Did it well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Top shelf ribbon cutting.
And you know what? I'm sure you got a few questions for me. Come on.
Now, allegedly, a couple of EPW fans have sent in a few questions.
Probably a facts. Yeah, let's go.
Would you mind answering them? Mikey, the EPW fans want to know what kind of champion you intend to be.
Great question. Well, unlike James Harkness or any former EPW champion, I'm going to be a real fighting champion. However, I won't be rewarding participation awards. I want real champions, top shelf athletes. So if anyone back there strings a couple of wins together, call my people, and we might make it happen.
Now, reports indicate your management is looking to sanction title defences in, where was it? Canberra? Rather than here in Perth. What's the official stance?
Look, they're all rumours. However, Canberra has put in a really strong bid to host Mikey Brooks' first defence. However, I do respect all my Berra fans here, or little berries as I like to call you all. Little berries. So you know what, Perth's not off the table just yet.
So is that a promise to the EPW fans?
I'm not going to make a promise, but you can trust me, my word is my bond.
He's a trustworthy guy. He cut the ribbon.
So that's about enough questions there. It's probably too many for these people. I've got a red eye fight coming, so what I ask, everybody, my little berries, stand up. Thank you, stand up.
Stand up, Olsen.
Stand up because we are about to celebrate.
You're a little berry.
Come on, everyone stand up for your champion. Because we are about to play the capital anthem. I need all your silence for this whole 32 seconds, please. Come on.
From the heart of the nation, where the Lord is found, valiance on hallowed ground. Mighty Roderick, Canberra's favorite song is the West End, and the new king of EPW. So let the world hear our triumphant sound, Canberra!
Canberra anthem, there you go.
It sounded good. Put that on the playlist.
I'm going to have to ask him to play that again because there was no respect in this room.
I want to hear it again.
You didn't stand.
Everybody, stand up. You're going to make me do it. I'm going to make me do it, son. Play it again.
That is not the Canberra national anthem, that is the Pulse. Theme song of the #1 contenders of the tag team, and there's the tag team champions now.
Marcus Pitt, Damian Slater.
They're going to be in the main event here tonight. What the hell are they doing?
They're starting early.
I thought we were going to hear the Canberra national anthem again.
I wish we did, but...
Hey, Pulse came out. They'd seen just enough of the grandstanding of the top shelf champion, Mikey Broderick.
You almost felt like they've been lured into a trap here. TMDK obviously waiting in the wings to see if the Pulse would interfere in the championship celebration.
Dustin Connor's out here with them as well. Essentially 4 against 2. Oh! Curve stop into the championship belt. Goes Jared Slade.
Oh, what the hell?
He's got a pair of scissors.
He's already cut the ribbon. I mean,
he's shaking.
Oh,
what? Surely not. The long hair of Jared Slade.
No.
Mikey Broderick just cut off the ponytail of Jared Slade. No way. Just blatant disrespect to the Pulse. These two have a tag team championship matchup in the main event of the evening. Jared Slade just got his hair cut off by the EPW champion. The hell?
Well, please welcome to the ring EPW General Manager Devlin Reeves.
Here he is, the Explosive Pro Wrestling General Manager, Devlin Reeves. Can't wait to hear what he has to say. Biggest show of the year is our next show. Some exciting years ahead, I'm sure.
How are we all doing tonight? Everyone having a good time? Excellent. Well, I'm out here to address the open challenge that the ATO made. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Rowie, we got that clip queued?
EPW Evolution. We lost. I got nothing.
In 2023, when I lost the EPW Championship, I was devastated. So Kaz and I, we jet-setted, we went to Canada, got a whole bunch better, came back, lapped everybody, cleaned out the division. You know the history. But it looks like everybody's caught up a little bit. Fair enough. Good for Perth. That's good. So I think it's time we go away again, get a whole bunch better again, but we will come back. How about Re-Awakening? Re-Awakening 25, 25th anniversary of EPW. Kaz and I, ATO, we believe we are one of the best tag teams EPW's ever produced, so let's prove it. We're probably not going to get our instant title match, and that's fair. So any tag team who's ever competed in EPW in the last 25 years, the floor is yours. Open challenge. Re-Awakening 25, ATO versus whoever accepts it. What do you reckon?
You talk? Since when did you talk? This entire time? Jeez, J-War.
So the ATO is over in Japan at the moment. But since they released that, I got to tell you, my DMs blew up. I heard from tag teams from right across the country. But there was one team that stood above the rest. one team who as individuals are former EPW champions. One team who together are the former EPW Tag Team Champions. One team that some people say are the best tag team in the history of EPW. And my little treat for you guys is that that team is here tonight to address the Open Challenge personally. That team is none other than
It is them, Wally. It is the Street Gang Hooligans, Alex Kingston and Logan Gray. We have not seen them in explosive pro wrestling for years. Years, Wally.
Unbelievable.
They have come to answer the open challenge of ATO for Re-Awakening. This is absolutely monstrous.
I mean, we never thought we would see them again. This is incredible to see, and right on the eve of the 25th anniversary. What an incredible moment this is, and what an incredible moment it will be when these two come face to face with the ATO, fresh off their tour overseas, when they return at Re-Awakening. Unreal.
They would better bring their A game up against these two. And it's good to see that the EPW fans have not forgotten.
That's right, the boy has it back, baby! We're not here to mess around. We're here to accept the challenge. So Julian Ward, Kaz Jordan, consider your offer officially accepted. At Re-Awakening, the big show. It's going to be ATO versus the Street Gang Hooligans!
Street Gang Hooligans have returned to explosive pro wrestling, Wally. I cannot believe it, but I'm excited to see it.
Let's do it now, Minty. Let's do it now. I don't want to wait.
How long do you think we can get our ATO to fly back to Perth?
Yeah, come on, get on the plane.
Obsessed. Because it's been 4 years since I've joined EPW, and the thought has come to me of all my old peers telling me that I should not make the jump, that I wouldn't amount to the likes of a Damian Slater, of a Marcus Pitt, that I would just be another wrestler on the roster, that I wouldn't even be booked. And here I stand before you, a former two-time EPW Coastal Champion, but that's not enough. It's not, because I want it all. I want to be the very best wrestler EPW has to offer. And to be the best, I need to be EPW champion. And who was to answer my prayers last show? None other than Davis Storm, who handpicks me to be in his invitational tournament. And now all I have to do is win 2 more matches, and I have a guaranteed shot at the EPW Championship anytime, any place. So I guess the question you gotta ask yourself, Solomon Blackwell, is are you as obsessed as I am at winning this tournament? Are you as obsessed as I am at the idea of that EPW championship being placed in your hands, as Mr. Jones Good pronounces you, and new EPW champion? Because if you're not, you may be the last of a dying breed, but I'll make sure that breed goes extinct. Because I'm taking this seriously, and I need to win. As for Bruno Nitro, Edith Night, whoever comes out on top at the end of the night, just know that future-proof Rogan Karguis will be waiting for you with Re-Awakening. Because I am obsessed with success, and sooner rather than later, Rogan Karguis will be EPW Heavyweight Champion.
The following contest is a singles match in the semi-final round in the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament. Set for one fall.
Future-proof Rogan Karguis, walking with purpose here tonight. You've been following us online, as you should, at EPW Perth. He cut one hell of a promo in the lead up to this matchup. Of course, it was back at Evolution. Night one, he defeated Dirty Harry. After Karguis' win over Dirty Harry on night one, Davis Storm himself chose this man to take part in the EPW Invitational Tournament 2026. He got himself a win in the first round on night two. And his opponent got his win on night two as well.
Fighting out of Red Hill, he is the last of a dying breed, Blackwell!
Normally I'd say it's your boy Wally, but he didn't seem too friendly towards your last show.
Yeah, I mean, disappointed is all I'll say. I mean, I talked this guy up for years, and take nothing away, he is everything I said he was, or is. Charismatic, enigmatic. Oh, here he comes. Put me off my game, man. Hey, I don't want it. I don't want it, man. I don't know what your problem is. I talked you up. You just threw it back in my face, but I guess that's what you are now, right?
Sizing up the tournament trophy is Solomon Blackwell. He cut a fantastic video online at EPW Perth. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. He said he was told, don't be bitter, be better. A phrase many people have heard over the years, Wally. He said, I am better and my track record speaks for itself. 16 wins and 3 losses. He's beat 3 former EPW champions in his 4 years in the company and not once been given a title shot. He says he's starting to feel a little bit bitter. He says EPW's got a problem. Either you fix it or I will be the solution. Yeah, huge words from Blackwell.
Got straight in the face of Karguis there.
I mean, we've seen many times before, Blackwell fears no man. Fought a hell of a matchup against Lucas Fantasia in round 1 of the tournament, got him the victory. Of course, he had a huge 2 out of 3 falls matchup victory over Damian Slater back at Beware of God at the start of the year. Bell has been rung. Thank you. Matthew Clark, this one's underway. One of these two people will make their way to the final of the Invitational Tournament. Karguis, like I said, had plenty of words to say. He said it's been 4 years since joining EPW. He was told by all of his compadres not to jump ship, not to go to EPW. You'll just be another name, you won't get booked. But now, 4 years later, he's a two-time Coastal Championship, but it's not enough. He wants it all. He wants to be the very best. But to be the best, he needs to be the EPW champion, Wally. Like they say, don't get involved if you don't want to be the best and at the top of the table. He also said at Evo he was handpicked by David Storm and he needs 2 more wins to get an EPW title shot. He said that Blackwell, are you as obsessed as I am at winning this tournament and taking that title? Because if you're not, you might be the last of a dying breed, but I'll make sure that breed goes extinct. Huge words from both competitors, Wally. I am pumped for this one.
I mean, it's a great question. Who wants it more? That's really what it's going to come down to. Both men oozing with confidence. Both men have all the skills, all the abilities to get the job done. But who wants it more? Who needs it more? Who's going to climb to the top?
Oh, Karguis. Not going to get pumped out by Blackwell, who's very good and very handy at the intimidation game. Sometimes though, Wally, sorry to cut you off, it's not enough to want it and need it. You've got to earn it and you've got to do it. And the time for wanting and needing is over, and right now is the time to do it.
Both men tussle to the outside. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Solomon Blackwell in my face. I gave him all the praise in the world for years and years now, and he's just thrown it back at me. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to be as impartial as I can. And let's call it as it is. Solomon Blackwell is one of the best in the business. Sorry to use a catchphrase, but a meteoric rise for Solomon Blackwell up the card here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. And it is just, he's destined to be the champion one way or another. But right now he has to go through Rogan Karguis.
But it's back in the ring just in the nick of time. They collar and elbow their way to the outside and near the guardrails. Very tense early on, takes out the legs, makes it covered as Karguis. Blackwell goes out, jumps the sweep of the leg. Roll through, cradle. Only 2. Bit of a stalemate. You make a great point though, Wally. It is quite surprising, and you and myself, we're not bookers of the company, but it is quite surprising Blackwell has not received a championship shot yet in his time here in Explosive Pro Wrestling over the last 4 years.
I guess that kind of shows the competition at the top of the card. Think about who is in the EPW Championship picture, and it's just hard to break into. You really have to go above and beyond. And yes, Solomon Blackwell has done so much, but this is his ticket. This tournament right now, the David Storm Invitational, that is his ticket. Oh my God, to the championship as he chops the absolute crap out of the chest of Rogan Karguis, and Rogan Karguis smiles at him and says, I'll take another one of those, thanks. Keep him coming, because I ain't gonna quit.
Multiple reverses of the Irish whip. Wally, I would like to play devil's advocate. We have seen this year when Lucas Fantasia was cashing in his Invitational Tournament victory, we saw 2 men who just invite themselves into an EPW Championship matchup with the likes of Mikey Broderick and Jay Taylor. Solomon Blackwell's been doing everything by the book, doing everything right. By that same token, so has Karguis, which is why David Storm himself, the namesake of the longest running tournament in all of Australian Pro Wrestling, chose Karguis to be the final competitor in this year's tournament, as he sees so much promise in this rising star of Karguis, whereas I think that's where this bitterness and this chip on the shoulder of Blackwell has come from. It's things like this. He feels that the action should speak for itself, that you shouldn't have to ask.
I mean, his actions do speak for him. Let's be honest. He should have had the championship shot. We know it, you know it, they know it.
I mean, you've said it more than I have, and I've said it plenty. That notwithstanding, opportunity lays ahead for one of these 2 gentlemen here.
Tell you what's really interesting, Wilson, the last 3 competitors in the Invitational Tournament for 2026, the newly named David Storm Invitational Tournament, all 3 competitors have a history with David Storm. Rogan Karguis, his hand-picked person in this tournament. We know the history between Solomon Blackwell and Davis Storm. Solomon Blackwell defeating Davis Storm in what became his retirement tour. And the Suplex Mummy, a former tag team partner of Davis Storm, helped each other out on several occasions in recent history. It's going to be quite poetic which one comes out on top and is named the first ever really Davis Storm Invitational Tournament winner.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk to the marketing team. Maybe we can get George Hamill or someone. I'd love to hear a word from Davis Storm about his thoughts on what will be the final of the Invitational Tournament this year. Surely he's had his eyes on several of the competitors. As you know, he's watching this match here with great interest. Right now, Blackwell has Karguis in the corner.
Yeah, Stormy's got love for the Suplex Money. Sees a lot of himself, her love of professional wrestling. He obviously has a lot of respect for Solomon Blackwell, maybe not so much in recent history with the change of attitude, which is oh so apparent.
Rogan Karguis, like we said, hand-picked. That's something else. You don't get too many massive endorsements by Davis Storm, and if he picks someone, you know he's going to do it. Not on a whim, with a great amount of purpose. Blackwell now just vicious. His intent there of those shots.
Referee having to step in there, break up Solomon Blackwell, back him off. Works in the favor of Karguis. Reverses it into a huge spike DDT. Solomon Blackwell lands firm on the top of his head. Clutching at his fingertips, maybe you've got a bit of a stinger there. Sometimes when you land on your neck or your head, sometimes the feeling in your fingers and extremities can disappear. Compression of the spine. Luckily, both men to their feet. Oh, and a massive clothesline and back elbow from Karguis.
Blackwell was looking like he was getting ready to fire off a clothesline of his own, but Karguis beat him to the punch.
Blackwell cut him off, but Karguis had it scouted. Blocks it.
2 feet upside the head.
Springboard basement drop kick from Karguis. Goes for the cover. This is it. No. Blackwell kicking out. Barely. It felt like the referee's hand scraped across the mat on the 3 there at the very last moment.
Karguis has been very impressive in the early goings of this matchup. He knows what it means. He knows what hangs in the balance. Like I said, very passionate promo from Karguis was cut. He understands the weight of the situation. Blackwell, wait, does he go for the eye of the storm? Sleeper.
That's that history we talk about, the Davis Storm link with all the competitors. Solomon Blackwell almost stealing that move from Davis Storm after he defeated him. Karguis inching, got their fingertips and now clutching at the rope, able to break the hold. But Blackwell smartly got...
Karguis turns it into a pin. Blackwell wisely getting the shoulder up now. Runs at him. Oh! Michinoku driver.
So smart by Karguis here. Not letting Solomon Blackwell take a breath at any moment. Kicked out of the pin, rolled him straight through into the crossface.
Look at the ring positioning, Wally. You could not have placed it better. Blackwell's a hell of a technician inside of that ring. He was the creator of his own style of matchup. His submission style is definitely something he is well proficient in, but it's a little different when you're on the receiving end. Blackwell's going to have to dig deep and find a way out of this one if there's going to be a chance to make it to the final of the tournament. I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Rake the eyes. Put your finger in their mouth, fish hook them, whatever you have to do to get out of those submission holds.
Be careful, you get disqualified, you're out of the tournament.
You do feel maybe a little bit of leeway when the Invitational Tournament is in play, maybe referee giving a little bit of grace to Blackwell there, as he has Karguis on the top rope here, setting up for a superplex. Karguis trying to fight it. Muscling him over here. Both men, stiff shots to the midsection. Karguis gets the better of Blackwell. Climbs to the top, but Blackwell knocks him off and he comes crashing down hard.
By Solomon Blackwell. Karguis feeling too as his leg thrown down on the outside of the apron.
Blackwell almost felt like he was stalking Karguis, pulling him up, trying to get him back, going for a superplex of his own. Karguis fights back. These two almost at a stalemate on the top rope here. Who's going to slip up? Who's going to make the mistake? And who's going to capitalize?
Right now, Karguis throwing shots at Blackwell, slamming his head into that turnbuckle.
It's not pretty offense, Olsen, but it's effective right now.
That's all you need. It's about looking good. It's about getting that win and making it to the finals of the longest running pro wrestling tournament in all of Australia. What do we see here? Oh, neck breaker off the top rope.
Both men crashed down hard. Solomon Blackwell took the brunt of it. Karguis able to roll over, hooks the leg, leans back. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, kickouts do not get much closer than that, Wally. Holy hell.
These two men so evenly matched, so equal in their skills and abilities. Incredible contest we are witnessing for a spot in the final of the Davis Storm Invitational 2026 at Re-Awakening 25, the anniversary. 25 years of explosive pro wrestling. And these two men want to represent the future. Oh, cover. Feet on the ropes, referee. Rolls through. Karguis has got it. Oh.
So close, but not close enough.
Springboard. Blackwell ducks through, rolls through, cover. 1, 2, holds the ropes at 3.
Oh!
Blackwell stares the victory.
Here is your winner, Solomon Blackwell.
He held onto the damn rope, but he got the victory. Matthew Clark did not see Blackwell hold on that middle ring rope. Karguis has been screwed.
100%. 100%.
This was not what I was expecting.
Davis Storm's hand-picked competitor in the match has been eliminated with some underhanded tactics from Blackwell. Maybe he realized that he had to do something outside of the box here to get the job done. And he did it. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? We think about Solomon Blackwell, we think about the pen, the rules in place, things like rope breaks. And now he's using it in the opposite way to his advantage to get the win here and advance in the tournament.
Say what you want at Re-Awakening 25. It is going to be Solomon Blackwell versus Edith Night.
D&T. Don, Nyx and Target. You know, those two saw something in me when no one else did. And they have given me the highest of highs in my career. But right now, they're giving me the lowest of lows because I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know who has my back. And so if they are going to ruin everything we built together, then I'm going to be there right to the end. Re-Awakening, Chris Target versus the Don I Quit match with special guest referee Stella Nyx.
The following contest is a fatal four-way. Set for one fall. Weight on it is 155 pounds. He is the history maker, the record breaker, and title taker, Gavin
Good throws there by Gavin McGavin. Those miniature flags. My goodness, a last-minute addition to this matchup, Wally. You would have seen him online. They McGavin was letting it be known. It's the third show in a row that he got a last-minute call-up, but it's also his chance to get himself on the Re-Awakening 25 card. The first time in 5 years we haven't had McGavin at a Re-Awakening in some time. It's a man who's not a stranger to Re-Awakening. It's just been a while since he's been there. This four-way matchup is one to watch with great interest.
Representing Spider Pro, standing at 6'8", Dex Van Diemen.
Dex Van Diemen, a man we've seen here before at Explosive Pro Wrestling. Unfortunately lost to Rogan Karguis in round 1 of the Invitational Tournament at Evolution Night 2. But recently won a matchup at ESPW's Out of Control, a loser leaves EPW match against Blake Walker. Also saw him defeat Dan Moore at Go Time before it ends in dust. Oh, you got the t-shirt with you, Ollie.
I got a t-shirt.
You think you get to check one of these things off?
He's looking for the elbow. That's the one he's got tonight. Drop the people's elbow. That's what he's got on the cards. I'm still looking at the tag with the white thing.
I want a sweet stash. I want to see Gavin with moustache. Singh here in Perth, Western Australia, in EPW. A man who, when in Australia, calls PWA home. He'll also wrestle in other places around the country as he's in high demand, originally from the UK. He's a submission specialist while he trained by Pete Dunne.
Yeah, right, one of the greatest. Remember when we got to see Pete Dunne in Explosive Pro Wrestling?
I do. It was EPW versus Progress. A number of years ago, he had a fantastic matchup with Davis Storm. Well, Pete Dunne, the man we know very well, trained this man to be the wrestler that he is. He's wrestled in 6 countries as well, Wally.
Unbelievable.
Can't wait to see him in action here tonight.
He's your friendly neighborhood luchador, Gavin.
Speaking of veterans, been doing it a very long time in the Perth professional wrestling scene, and it's great to see Del Cano back with that positive attitude, the Del Cano that we all know and love, looking as fit and ferocious as ever, ready to go in this 4-way matchup.
Well, Del Cano went online on the socials at EPW Perth before Evolution and said he's been a little bit here and there in recent times, that some people may have forgotten the Del Cano of old. And he wants to show that not only does he still have it, but he's better than ever. And on night 2 of Evolution at Go Time, he got a victory in a 3-way matchup up against Kaitoa and PWA's Nikki Van Blair. So a great start to the resurgence of Del Cano, Wally.
Absolutely. I'm excited for this one. 4 real sort of clashing styles here.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting, as you know, any matchup that has 4 competitors at once. You're going to need your wits about you.
First pinfall wins, right? Ready to rock and roll. Don't blink, guys.
Of course, online on the socials, Dex Van Diemen told Harry Singh not to come to Perth. He said Perth is leagues ahead of Sydney. He said that Dex Van Diemen is one of the hottest, fastest rising stars in EPW. And let's see how tough they breed him in Sydney. Some solid city rivalries here. Okay, Harry Singh's going to the outside. Going to let the competitors go at it. Not the worst game plan, I'd say, Wally.
You've just got to keep your eyes on the prize, that's all. Because it could be over quicker than you think. And if you get distracted by the fans at ringside, a 3 count could happen and you don't even know about it.
Don't be fashionably late to the pinfall.
Oh yeah, smart play. Let your opponents beat each other up for a while.
Dex Van Diemen gets a European uppercut, chop in the chest as well. Oof. McGavin gets dragged out by Singh, planted on the ring apron. Del Cano and Van Diemen in the middle of the ring.
Really opportunistic from Singh there.
Whoa, Del Cano
goes flying and catches Singh unaware on the outside, thrown back in, and takes a huge shot from Van Diemen. Knocks him square off his feet. Catches one in the midsection from Del Cano, floats over, goes off the ropes, low bridge, and out goes Van Diemen.
Singh now scoops up Del Cano, goes for a pin. Luchador gets out of it, ducks a kick, rolls up Singh. Singh with the shoulder up now. Irish whip to the corner, Del Cano in with the European uppercut. Dex on the outside. Going back out this on the outside, he'll stay there for a bit, I think.
So smart from Del Cano, saw Demon coming up the ropes, break away from Singh, hit the drop kick, and then straight back to Singh, who's showing an athleticism of his own. Floats over, rolls through, but is caught by Gavin McGavin.
I thought he was going to go for a German suplex there, but Ari Singh had other ideas. Oh, back cracker to McGavin, who, like we said, was called it at the last minute, but happy to step up to the task. It's one thing to be reliable and a consummate professional, much like McGavin, but he wants to get called up, booked on purpose on the biggest show of the year.
Del Cano floats out, catches Singh as he runs in. Oh, nice headbutt. Singh goes down. Del Cano climbing to the top rope. Oh no!
Whoa! Moonsault to the outside on a Dex Van Diemen.
Diemen didn't even see it coming. And Singh just looking. Oh, nice enziguri from Singh. Knocks Del Cano off the ropes, but a nice roll up by Gavin McGavin, but Singh rolls through, roll up of his own, small cradle.
It's close. Gavin, high angle wheelbarrow, rolls through, pin. Not enough. Darcy J is going to be very quick on her feet here tonight. Plants down Singh.
He's going to do it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes, I'm going to get to do it, Olsen.
Oh, I'm excited for you,
I'm going to get to do it. I'll take the cap off. I'll take the cap off. Oh, but not thanks.
He took the cap off and then Dex took the head off of McGavin.
I don't like your play on words like this. I'm just looking forward to it. Now we're back to the action. Del Cano.
Del Cano looks like he needs to get on tippy toes to take off the head of Dex. This guy's huge. European uppercut into the corner.
Skyscraper of a man as Del Cano goes for a tornado DDT. Van Diemen just muscles him off, catches him, and a tilt-a-well backbreaker slams him down for the cover. Singh in at the last moment to break up the pin, and the match continues. That's the one, right? You cannot take your eyes off the action in the ring for 1 second, or 3 seconds rather, otherwise the match will be over. Trying to chop the tree down here. Van Diemen taking all of it, and then absolutely levels Singh with that massive chop.
Singh, of course, said that he hears from Van Diemen and others at Perth wrestlers are above Sydney. And oh, Singh with a beautiful knee strike there. Says that Perth can't lay Sydney's boots on their worst day. But he said he's the world-travelled, never rattled. Nobody sings Punjabi Prince. You may be ready for a battle, but I'm ready for war. Moves out the way there. It's Singh's for the taking right now. Oh, just like that, Dex reverses.
Oh my God. Kick the teeth out of the face. Oh, Gavin McGavin goes up. Bulldog!
Beautifully done by McGavin. Cover made. Both Singh and Del Cano interrupt the count. Crowd loving what they're seeing here at Explosive Pro Wrestling's Hell or High Water. Thank you for joining us here. You can catch other EPW content on YouTube, of course. Singh and Del Cano trading shots now. Always great to have visiting talent over here in Perth, Western Australia.
Especially someone as well-travelled as Singh.
Yeah, wrestling in 6 countries. Super impressive.
Originally from the UK. won championships all over the United Kingdom. Maybe future championships in sight.
Whoa!
Nice ankle lock. Both men, Singh and Gavin McGavin, looking each other in the eye, dueling ankle locks. Both men.
Oh, Del Cano stopping the tap from happening. That is smart.
Nice Inzaguri from Del Cano and a slap to the face from Van Diemen. Catches Gavin McGavin, tilts well, but Gavin McGavin rolls through into the crossface. And maybe now Diemen might tap out and Del Cano is not there to stop him.
You see the submission.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Del Cano with a springboard moonsault to McGavin. Singh though doesn't even let a 1 count happen. Well,
Diemen smartly moved out the way, but he's gone all the way outside the ring. Singh catches himself.
Nice!
On the ropes, comes back with a clothesline, and he is fired up.
Here we go. Hari Singh off the ropes. Bust up Del Cano there.
Gavin McGavin floats over. Pedigree.
Fantastically done.
Singh face first into the canvas.
He's not going to make a cover.
Yes! Yes! It's coming, Olsen. It's coming.
Well, he better land it this time because he's got no other elbow pads. Oh, Dex Van Diemen with a boot to the head. And oh, it's the Dex Valley driver. Hari Singh looks like he's going to cop a Dex Valley driver as well. Del Cano off the ropes. Huge missile drop kick into Van Diemen whilst he was carrying Hari Singh. Cano now. Boosted DDT plants the big man right down on his head.
This is it. The crowd can feel it. Del Cano's feeling it. He climbs to the top rope. This is the moment. Shooting star press lands it perfectly on Van Diemen, and here's your winner.
Here's your winner,
Incredible victory from Del Cano. What an insane match. All 4 men gave it everything they had. But Del Cano, feeling it, climbed to the top rope, hit that beautiful shooting star press, and that was all she wrote. Incredible victory for Del Cano.
Pulsey Pulse, how very on brand of you two boys to unprofessionally interrupt one of the biggest moments in our lives. 3-time tag team champions, an accolade no one else can claim. And instead of, maybe putting some respect on the Untouchables name, or, I don't know, maybe acknowledging tag team royalty, Australian wrestling royalty, you just had to go into business for yourself.
And we think you're very, very rude.
Apparently some are calling this a dream match. I think you're dreaming if you think you'll even win this match. Do we look like transitional champions to you? Who do you think you are? At Evolution, we were the better men because we let you pull your little stunt and we left without drama. But don't mistake our kindness for weakness because our patience is wearing very, very thin. And tomorrow night at Hell or High Water, man, I just don't know. I just don't think we're going to end the same way. I think we're still going to stand in the middle of the ring. We're still going to stand tall. We're still going to raise these championships, flex the buys and tries, suck in the abs. But this time, you won't be standing in front of us. You will be kneeling. And like it or not, boys, pulsey, pulsey, pulse, you will kiss the feet of the kings.
The following contest is a tag team match, and it is for the EPW Tag Team Championship.
Here we go, Olsen.
Cannot wait. main event here at EPW's Hell or High Water. But,
yeah, there's a big question mark.
Massive. The Pulse came out throughout the championship coronation of Mikey Broderick, and there was one hell of a beatdown.
And a haircut too.
Yeah.
It must have made you a little bit sad.
Sure. Felix Young's come out here on his own.
Surely not. Surely not.
Jared Slate got the hell beaten out of him. Got his head planted into the EPW Championship and then got his hair cut as well.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like the haircut was just a little bit of a cherry on top. There was that belt to the face that did all the damage, but...
I mean, he's out cold. He had nowhere to defend himself from that haircut.
I mean, we've seen Jared Slate put himself through all sorts of wars and been able to walk out on his own 2 feet, but he had to be carried out of here by Felix Young, by the officials, could not support his own weight. And by the looks of it, Jesus, unfortunately, nowhere to be seen. We haven't got word if he's been taken to the hospital, if he's still in the building, but this does not look good.
Does this mean it's going to be a handicap match for the Tag Team Championships?
I mean, kudos for Felix Young.
Here they are, your brand new EPW Tag Team Champions. Marcus Pitt and Damien Slater, the Untouchables, joined of course by Dustin Connors. Because why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
In case the numbers aren't already in their favor.
Felix Young pacing inside the ring. Death staring TMDK, knowing full well what they did to his tag team partner.
Of course, it was back at EPW's Evolution that the Untouchables won those Tag Team Championships. And they put a video online on the socials saying that the Pulses couldn't wait to get involved and call their shot and ruin the celebration after that Tag Team title victory. Pulse won that 3-way Tag Team ladder match and the #1 contendership at Evolution Night 1. One hell of a matchup. Go check it out online on YouTube if you can. Pulse want those championships back, but I gotta say, excuse me for being pessimistic, the chances don't look good when it's 1-on-2. It's hard enough when it's 1-on-2, it's even harder when the 2 you're up against is Marcus Pitt and Damien Slater.
Yeah, talk about the odds stacked against you. 2 of the best, the 2 best, let's be real, the 2 best in the country.
You know,
Dustin Connors on the outside, and no Jared Slate. This is...
Introducing first, the challenger. Representing the Pulse, he's here to touch the Untouchables. Let's get weird with Felix Young! Introducing the champions. Weighing in at 435 pounds, representing TMDK. They are your reigning and defending Tag Team Champions, Damien Slater and Marcus Pitt, the Untouchables.
mean, this isn't how it was supposed to be, Austin. This is not what we were told we were getting. This is not what we were looking forward to. I mean, when we had this match announced at the last show, when these two teams faced off, we were so excited for Hell or High Water, for these two teams to compete, and this is not what we wanted. This is not what we were promised, you know? We're not getting it. I'm disappointed.
Look, I was excited as you were, as all these fans in attendance who paid their money to be here tonight to see those prestigious Explosive Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships get put up on the line against a quality tag team like the Pulse. It's now turned into what essentially is going to be two. Felix Young's a hell of a competitor. He's tough as hell. We've seen him do some amazing things inside Explosive Pro Wrestling. But you've got Damien Slater and Marcus Pitt.
I mean, it's super commendable. You got to give it to Young.
Oh yeah, stones of steel, but it's just the caliber of these two combined is a feat I don't think any one person could possibly get the better of. I would say that they're exuding confidence, but they always do.
Yeah.
It's nowhere different to what it would normally be like. Marcus Pitt now. The Untouchables, that's the thing. They have the advantage to be able to tag out. Felix Young has no such luck in this matchup. Harder to the corner. Felix Young lucky enough to duck that clothesline.
Slater tagged in.
He's going to go one exchange at a time. He's going to quick tags just to piss Felix Young off.
I mean, he's already fired up as it is. I feel like you don't need to play mind games with him, but that is what the Untouchables do.
Side headlock locked in tight by Slater. He's very smart about what he does in this matchup. Nice shoulder block takes down the world beater. Gets forced into the opposing corner. The Untouchables corner. Oh, knife edge chop to the chest. Marcus Pitt. Oh, and another one. And again, my goodness.
Tag in by Slater. That's the problem, right? Is if Felix Young could keep one of these two, if they could keep them separated and just work on one and try and not let the other tag in, then he might stand a chance. But these two have been doing it for so long at such a high level, it's just not going to be possible.
I also think that there needs to be some, I guess, tightening up by the referee here. He can't allow this team to double team Felix Young. I mean, seriously. The fact the match is still taking place is quite surprising, especially with Jared Slater, who we don't even know if he's still in the bloody building.
Well, I'm sure they went to Felix Young and said, is this something you want to do? You want to continue? And we know what the answer would be even before he said it, right? He's not someone that's going to say
That's
no.
commendable, and I tip my hat to Felix Young, but the referee can't let the Untouchables take the piss. And now Dustin Connor's getting in the ring now.
Like they're about to.
I mean, fair cracks to referee Matthew Clark. He did get Connors out of there now. Back over a strike to the side of the jaw of Felix Young. Slater looking to make the tag, but Felix Young.
Yeah, that's it.
Cutting him off at every turn. Gonna meet the world beater halfway. Oh, there you go. Knife edge chop to the chest. Knocking down Damien Slater.
Here comes Pitt. Back body drop. Slammed down hard from Felix Young. But this is
Dustin Connors, please.
I mean, this is it, right? It's 3-on-1 now.
This is ridiculous.
Come on, referee. You have to do your job. This is as unfair as it could be. Come on. Yes, absolutely. Finally, the referees do their goddamn job.
Clark asserting his authority in an amazing fashion, which is exactly what we were hoping he'd do.
Yeah, really lived up to expectation from the referee there. Did exactly what we wanted him to do, and he has ejected Dustin Connors, who really, let's be honest, probably shouldn't have been allowed to be out here at all. But at least some sense has prevailed as Felix Young slams down Slater hard, but Marcus Pitt catches him, goes for that German suplex, but Young forces him into the corner, goes from one corner to the other, attacking each member of TMDK, but like we've seen it so many times.
Backpacker to Felix Young. And oh, there you go, some vintage Damian Slater there. The snap and that low-level drop kick to the back of the skull.
Kicked out even before a count of one there. Felix Young not having any of it.
And the ferocity of Damian Slater right now is fantastic. He's just one of those wrestlers I never get tired of seeing inside the squared circle. The man is so good, as is his tag team partner Marcus Pitt. When they decided to reunite the Untouchables and join the tag team division, I knew it would only be a matter of time until they won the tag team championship back. They didn't take it too long.
Almost instantaneously. And really, the tag team championships and the Untouchables have been intertwined for as long as I can remember, almost synonymous with each other.
I've said it before, it's like many years ago when Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes decided to tag together. We were like, you've got to be joking.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah, let's just get the two best wrestlers and put them in a team. Felix Young, oh, jawbreaker!
Untouchable shorted to take off exactly where their TMDK partners left. Oh, Marcus Pitt. Sweep the leg and a knee drop by Slater, clutching it in his face there, taking a shot from Young, but recuperated cover. Kicks out at a count of two. Nice cravat locked in from Slater here. Trying to wear Felix Young down. You wonder at what point is it sort of playing with your food, so to speak, you know? Can't the Untouchables just put Felix Young out of his misery here? We sort of feel like it's a formality.
But it's the resilience and the fight of Felix Young that is stopping it from happening.
That's true.
And don't get me wrong, there is only so much someone can battle back against the two best wrestlers in this damn country. But he's putting up a hell of a fight so far.
Oh, look at the torque on that left knee. Bent at right angles there and slammed down hard from that stomp from Marcus Pitt. Oh.
Regardless of the result of this one, Felix Young is in a hell of a lot of pain. This is going to hurt him for weeks, Wally.
Yeah, no stranger to some pain, some violence is Felix Young. But this amount of punishment, relentless punishment as well. There's no break here. As Damian Slater can take some breathers on the outside as he hits a cheap shot on Felix Young. Oh my God, posing with him on the outside, TMDK style, on the apron.
Serious? You mentioned about playing with your food. There's a great example right there. Felix Young is pushing him away now. Blatant disrespect, as if it wasn't disrespectful enough, cutting the hair off of Jared Slate.
I mean, TMDK did come out and say they felt disrespected by the Pulse. What they did at the last show, TMDK winning the Tag Team Championships, being interrupted by the Pulse. Damian Slater, what did he say? He said they should have shown some respect.
That's right, he said that, you know, he blames the Pulse for interrupting their moment.
Corton said they should acknowledge Australian wrestling royalty. And it's hard to argue with that. These two are Australian wrestling royalty.
Oh, 100%. They've said that they're not transitional champions. They told the Pulse they're going to stand tall, raise up the championships, and you'll be kneeling and kissing the feet of the kings.
Kiss the feet of the kings. That's what stuck out to me. They felt disrespected, and now TMDK showing no respect to the Pulse. And you do feel like it's only a matter of time before Felix Young will be kissing their feet. Let's hope they only mean it figuratively and not literally.
Marcus Pitt does what it looks like he's going to go for. We're about to see the end of this matchup. Maybe Felix Young will join Jared Slate in the hospital or wherever he may be. Thankfully, Young gets out of that, throws a big fist to the side of the face. Slater looked like he was going to get Young up for a... Oh, look out! Pile driver on the outside ring apron. Slater goes down. Beautiful. Fantastic counter there by Felix Young. Bought him a little bit of time to get himself back together and a bit of time to not have Damian Slater breathing down your neck in what is a handicap match now.
Pile driver seemingly taking Damian Slater out as these two men slapping each other straight across the face. Talk about ultimate disrespect. But these two psychopaths almost look like they're enjoying it.
Felix Young, he loves a fight. Not scared to trade shots with anyone. Even if anyone includes someone as devastating as Marcus Pitt.
Listen to these strikes from these two competitors going at it. Marcus Pitt flies off, but a huge big boot a la Jared Slate from Felix Young. Flips him through, lands him down. 1, 2, 3, no.
Imagine if Felix Young got the win and won the tag team titles on his own against the Untouchables. That would have been unheard of.
Olsen, we nearly, unreal. What fight, what courage from Felix Young to even get milliseconds away from becoming the tag team championships on his own, no less. As Marcus Pitt absolutely muscles Young up. Young fights off, pushes him off. Marcus Pitt goes for a clothesline. Oh, both men take each other down. Massive double clothesline. Both men crumple to the floor. And the referee starts the count of 10. If neither man can get to their feet, unfortunately, in what would just be heartbreaking circumstances, the championships would remain with TMDK. Will Felix Young live to fight, continue to battle in this tag team matchup?
He's taking some trouble.
No way!
Whoa!
Olsen, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is
Jared Slate has stumbled out here.
What is he doing?
He's going for a tag. Holy.
No, he's in! Jared Slate is in!
You've got to be kidding me, Wally.
We thought he was down and out. We thought possibly taken to hospital after taking that belt shot to the face. But he is here and he is fired up. Running on pure adrenaline, running on fumes is Jared Slate, giving everything he has to take those championships from TMDK. Blocks the spinning heel kick
What a
from
move.
Slater. How does he have the wherewithal?
Your guess is as good as mine. I thought he was in the bloody hospital, but he somehow managed to claw his way back and come out here and enter the ring and take part in this tag team contest. The EPW Tag Team Champions still hanging the balance of this one, but at least now it's somewhat of a fair fight.
Oh my God!
Slate just wipes out both members of the Untouchables with that massive shoulder block. Crowd here is beside themselves. This is not what they were expecting. Slate gets Irish whipped. Breaks it and, oh! Springboard cross body!
Speaking of, I can't believe they're on their feet. Felix Young has gotten to the ring apron.
And now, looks like a pulse. Going to deliver some of that tag team offense we've seen done so well by them in the past. Elbow drop down right in the center of the spine of Slater. Marcus Pitt interrupts the count. We're not getting a 3 count just yet.
All the momentum with the pulse though. I thought that was going to be it. Marcus Pitt makes the save. Forces Felix Young outside. And a massive German suplex from Pitt to Slate. Felix Young in. Nice. Big boot from Felix Young. Goes for the pump handle. Eats a foot of Damian Slater for his troubles.
That's right, super kick from Slater. Gets nailed. Oh, Felix Young with the evasion. Oh, nicely done. Throws Pitt into Slater.
Marcus Pitt could not keep Felix Young up. And walks straight into Damian Slater. Inadvertently, the Pulse have got Slater up. And down he goes. Covering, boys, this is it.
Strike while you can, Pulse. Could we have new tag team champions? Oh!
In the most unbelievable of circumstances, Jared Slate is your new EPW
Whoa, who the hell is that? Oh, it's Dustin Connors. Matthew Clark already told him to get the hell out of here. Dustin Connors just at the right time. You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, who let him back in here? It's all good to have the referees here now stopping him from getting involved, but they needed to have escorted him out of the building. No, Marcus Pitt.
Shoulder first into the ring post goes Felix Young. Slate now has Pitt up. He's going to F5 him.
I thought he was going to DVD him into the turnbuckle. Marcus Pitt flies out. Huge boot from the big man, Jared Slate.
Oh, it's Mikey Profit. The EPW champion just belted Jared Slate in the back of the head.
For the second time tonight, god damn it.
He might already be concussed. That sure as hell isn't going to do him any favors. It's got Slate up.
After all of this.
5. Conscious, let alone have the wherewithal to get his bloody shoulder up. Crowd letting the Untouchables know about it as well. You got the Untouchables, you got Dustin Connors, you got Mikey Broderick. Anyone else want to get involved?
Come on. EPW officials, get your act together. This is ridiculous.
Cut above now. Surely that is it. There's only so much one man can take in one night.
Kick out! Kick out! No.
That's it. Untouchables retain.
Here are your winners and still your EPW champions, the Untouchables!
Well, the match did not go the way anyone expected. It started out as a handicap match, and I guess in some ways it ended up a handicap match even when Jared Slate got back involved. But the Untouchables stand tall. They also have the EPW champion with them. Looking very proud of himself as well, mind you. has no business being out here, but maybe he wants to play that Canberra national anthem or whatever the hell that was earlier on tonight.
I mean, I thought it was good, but I'm not really in the mood for it anymore, Olsen.
I mean, it was funny. I don't know if it was good.
Yeah. I mean, that's disappointing.
But we're on the... Wait. Devin Reeves, general manager of EPW's music's playing.
Well, maybe he's as disappointed in what went down as we are, Mean Dean.
Well, he doesn't look happy, that's for sure.
I mean, life isn't always fair. Professional wrestling certainly isn't. But that was ridiculous.
I think I speak on behalf of everybody here when I say I am sick and tired of your bullshit. I hope you enjoy this celebration as champions, because let me tell you right now, it may be your very last. We're going to settle this once and for all at Re-Awakening 25. I'm going to make it official in the main event. It's going to be TMDK versus The Pulse, including the return of James Hartness in a six-man tag match.
All right.
Oh, and those EPW Tag Team Championships, they'll be on the line.
Oh, okay, now we're talking.
And you, Mr. Broderick, you can wipe that smile off your face, because the EPW Championship will also be on the line.
Oh my!
That's right. All gold will be on the line in a winners take all match.
That's how it's done, Olsen.
Whoa, the main event of the biggest show in EPW history has been set in place on October the 10th. You are going to see TMDK versus The Pulse. Tag Team Championships, EPW Championship, all on the line. Winner